Hey everybody, thanks for checking out this video about the Pediatric Developmental Milestones. My name's Garrett, I'm a fourth year medical student going into pediatrics. This video is going to be short, but it will lay out the format for the other content-containing videos. I'll go over the format first, and if you want to stick around for a couple extra minutes to get some nuance about the milestones, then you can do that. Here are some learning objectives. You can read them if you'd like. It's the same across all of the different types of milestones. One quick note to point out that most questions where you have to know the milestones will be those annoying tables of normal, advanced, delayed, etc., and you have to line up each type of milestone. But you may also run into some questions that indirectly test milestones, as recognizing developmental delay will be key in figuring out the rest of the question. So, the format. Each milestone category, for example gross motor development, will be separated into two final frames of illustration. The first final frame will cover the first year of milestones, namely 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months. The hardest part is remembering the shift in counting from even numbers to every 3 months, but this is just how most of the milestones go. These milestones will be arranged on the page from left to right on a predominantly horizontal axis. The second frame will cover 1.5 years, or 18 months, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and 5 years. Sometimes there will be a notable 6-year milestone, which will get its own little section in the bottom right corner. These milestones will also be arranged left to right, but on an upwards diagonal axis. So that's it for the format. If you just want to dive into the videos, then you can stop now. If you want to get a tiny bit of nuance about the milestones themselves, then here it is. Milestones are hard to learn. The best way is to see hundreds or thousands of kids in practice. The second best way is to have your own kid, provided that they develop along the 50th percentile. Both of these are a bit of a timing issue when studying for exams or wards. The third best way is whatever is better than the fourth, which is cramming it all in the night before an exam. And the honorable and unlisted number 5 is just not learning them and hoping for the best. This right here is the Denver 2 developmental milestones for gross motor function. You'd also be correct in saying that this is a nightmare. I only throw this up for 2 reasons. 1, to say that we're not going to cover all of this in the videos. We'll focus on the high yields and the testable milestones. 2, it illustrates that development is much more of a continuum in real life than the discrete milestones that we learn in school. Leading off of that, there are 3 important points I want to highlight. 1, milestones vary depending on the child. We learn hard and fast dates, but that's not reality. One kid might start to walk a month later than their neighbor, and that's normal, but parents will worry because Google will tell them that their kid is delayed. 2, milestones vary depending on the source. Check with 5 different sources and you'll get 7 different schedules. This has to do with overlapping milestones, the fact that we're dealing with averages, and the continuous nature of the data. That's okay. You might see some slightly different ages in other sources. I focused on drawing all of my info from the Denver 2 milestones and the Pediatrics Bright Futures Guide to Well Child Visits. I'll link the latter in the description if you want to take a look at it. It's a pretty helpful resource. These videos, at the very least, will get you within an educated guess range on an exam. Third, and most importantly, art is in the eye of the beholder. I don't have any training in art or graphic design, so this is not professional quality. For both our sakes, try and focus on the content over the medium. Last note, if you have any feedback, think there's an error, or want to deliver me a very hurtful but personalized criticism, then here's an email to send it all to. Good luck studying, you're going to do great on whatever you're working on, and if you're headed into a pediatrics rotation, enjoy it. Kids are awesome to work with. And if you're going into something that doesn't see a lot of kids, at least you can avoid looking dumb when your friends ask you if their kids are normal.